Hello everyone, this is TuckerTicker and welcome to another episode of Run for Your Life. This is going to be episode 2. We're going to go back onto the Run for Your Life world. And I've been doing some thinking since the last episode, which some of you will have noticed that I've had quite a bit of time to do. I've decided I don't really need to go anywhere to begin with while I'm gathering up materials and things. Especially since I'm not actually doing the run yet, I'm just trying to get stuff together. So it's probably more prudent for me to just stay in one place and build a fortress of some description rather than to run all over the place and just sort of try and gather stuff as I go, because then it means that I can't have a safe base of operations. And all this is all well and good, but I've just seen how many enemies there are nearby. But yeah, so I'm going to sort of try and build my house on this little spot now. Just a little temporary abode, somewhere I can put a bed, where I can hopefully hide until morning. Away from the scary monsters and skeletons. So yeah, today has been a really full day for me actually. As some of you all know, I'm a university student. I just had the first one of my 2 exams for the summer exam period. Where's that sand gone? Let's make some sandstone to use as building blocks. Lots and lots of sandstone. I expected to get much more than that. Let's move these torches slightly then. So yeah, I just had my first exam today, and it was. Oh no, I'm always hesitant of saying an exam when it was easy, but I never find exams all too hard. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad sign. But yeah, I've had that today. I've had a lot going on recently because I have also been working on what I'm going to be doing for my placement year, which is essentially where I get to go out into the world and actually work in the job relevant to the course I'm doing. But I have chosen an option to work for myself effectively for the 1 year that it's up for. And that skeleton might get me. I think it's looking at me. They're everywhere. But yeah, I'm going to be self-employed. I had the interview to sort of see if the university were willing to take me on in that respect on the 28th, which was I don't know what the day it was. I'm terrible with days of the week. And I was successful with that, so I'm really happy. So I'm going to be starting up my own games development company, and that was the sound of a skeleton shooting at me, wasn't it? Okay, let's dance. Yeah! I am pro. It was significantly easier than I thought. I always thought having ranged weapons gave skeletons a huge advantage. Obviously that's not the case. So yeah, I'm going to be starting my own games development company over the course of the summer and next year. I mean, I've already got a game which I'm working on. I honestly didn't know that arrows did that. But watch, it falls when you... Ow! It also hurts you. Okay, that I wasn't ready for. But yeah, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm starting up my own games company over the... So I'll keep coming back to this, won't I? Oh dear. I actually intended to fill in that hole as well. So I've got that going on. I have a whole lot to prepare for. I've got to find somewhere to live. I've been in contact with a guy about living somewhere, because I've got to sort of work out where I'm going to be next year, because I was previously under the impression that accommodation was sorted out by the university, and I've recently found out that that is not the case. So I sort of had to do some very sort of quick help me, I need a place to live sort of stuff, like panic buying but with rent. I don't know. But yeah, that's nearly sorted. I'm speaking to a guy via email who's been very nice. I'm going to go look at that soon. Sort of check it out. It looks cool because my room at the moment is relatively small. It's essentially got the floor space required for the bed, the desk, the wardrobe, and the chest of drawers. And then it's got this tiny little L shape, which essentially is just enough to allow one person to move between. If I get 2 people in my room, it starts getting cramped. So yeah, I've got to organise all that. What else have I been up to? I don't know, I tend to have a really relaxed time of stuff. I know last time we did this, I talked about sort of the world of work and how people were doing it, and I'm sort of just getting into that properly now. I mean, I'd love to be an independent games developer. I've got a relative who's working as my artist because my artwork is just awful. I can't even draw a tree anymore. I actually did art at GCSE as well. I sucked at it then too. But now Ker-Splode. That was bad. Why would it do that? It's blown up the hole in where I was going to put my house. And the scary music. Oh, I don't like this. Ah, there's another one. Revenge! Yeah. Don't like how the sound lingers. That's kind of worrying. Okay, so let's put some more torches around here to keep the foes at bay. And let's dump some more sand into this hole so that it fills it in. Sand's useful for this. You can just sort of dump it down. It'll, of course, follow the path of gravity. I'm gonna have to keep a lookout, aren't I? Because of the it's nearly daytime. That means this video is probably nearly up. I don't know. I've only been going for 5 minutes. But yeah, so I'm sort of setting up this game's development stuff. It's an awful lot harder than you think, because I've come up with a viable business plan to sort of say I've got these figures together, so I've done the research so that I know all this will work. I know my market that I'm selling to. I've got the determination to do it. There's an awful lot of stuff too working for yourself, and you don't get to just, you know, go into work when you feel like it, because if you're not in work, then you're not earning money, and you need the money to live. At least I do anyway. Right, how much sand did I get from that? 4. I can't help but feel I had an awful lot more of it before I got exploded. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay, so let's start building a wall. Actually, I have some wood, don't I? Yes, I had a plan for this. There's a so I am going to do this. There is a sort of structure design which puts me in mind of something that I heard in medieval mythology? No. Just from medieval times, they used to have these things called murder holes, which were essentially holes in castle gatehouses, which they could pour boiling oil down to the unsuspecting peasants below. And there's sort of like an equivalent in Minecraft where you build your house so that there is your sort of one square into the floor, and you can sort of like leave a gap at the floor so you can attack the feet of any monsters that come nearby. I have a feeling that skeleton is immortal because it's swimming. That could be problematic. So yeah, I'm going to dig this place 1 square into the ground, then put up some walls. Oh, I can see a squid in the distance as well. And I'm going to I should sort of have like 2 voices, shouldn't I? One of me sort of switching out to sort of say, ooh, there's something in the distance which has momentarily grabbed my attention, and me actually talking about what I was planning to talk about, which I have since forgotten. I'm getting bad at this. But yeah, essentially the idea behind these murder hole things is that I can still see the monster's feet, but the sort of head half of them is the bit which attacks. I'm going to try and kite this skeleton out of the water. Yeah, it's seen me. Okay, now I need to not fall. Come on. Oh no, it's lost interest. Fine, I'm not interested in you either. But yeah, you build the structure on the floor, and it allows you to just hit them without the repercussions of them being able to hit you back, which for me is perfect. Cowardice is the way forward, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to need another square, aren't I? You can be my other square. Let's put the entrance here, so I know where the sort of gap is going to be. And then I can do this. Around here. There's nothing up there. It's just that one in the water, isn't it? Oh, there was a spider up there. Is it still up there? So I wanted to use it to make a bow. Ribbons. Oh, not that sort of bow. The sort of bow that I can fire the arrows out at. It'd just be nice to have a ranged weapon. Okay, it seems to have disappeared. I have a bad habit of doing that. I've got another server which I've been sort of practicing combat on, or at least watching enemies burst into flames when dawn comes around. But I've been trying to get together some string to make a bow, which you get from spiders. But whenever I watch them, for my fortune, I'm like, there are spiders there, and then it gets to morning and the spiders are gone. Ah! Oh, now you're interested. Ow. Oh, that hurt a lot. That really did hurt quite a lot. Okay, I'm going to run away now. When did I take so much damage? I mean, I got hit by that arrow earlier. What happened? I don't like this. Oh well, got some bones out of it, and I'm going to need to eat some pork, so I will need to find some pigs. Piggles! Pardon that. Ah, I need more sand. I am full of sand. I think that's from Team Fortress 2. I don't know. I have a enormous plethora of stuff which I have gleaned from the internet and various locations and people and all that sort of stuff. I should probably remove the high ground up there or something. Anyway, this is probably the end of the video then. I'm going to probably cut off here. So I shall say thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on this again soon when I will continue building my fortress of sand.